last week saw a case concerning the ethics of designer babies taken to a whole new level.
Meet Dan Richards, the owner of the world's first ever celebrity sperm clinic here in London, allowing women the opportunity to choose a celebrity to father their child.
Then there's Denise Robertson, who thinks the whole idea of designer babies is outrageous and giving women the right to choose their sperm donor because of their profession is barbaric. So, who is right?
Well, if you want to get involved in this debate, then go to our website, itv.com/this morning, to tell us who you side with using our interactive worm, our celebrity worm. And welcome both of you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
OK, so whose idea was this?
Fame Daddy was conceived, if you'll pardon the pun, by myself and my business partner, Layla Anderson. We met at a fundraiser in New York a couple of years ago, and her attachment to it was rather more personal. She actually said something quite striking to me, which was she was very much in love with her partner at the time, but she felt that she felt that he wasn't maybe the best stock for her child. And I know you're looking at me like this is quite an alarming thing, but you know
that's because I am alarmed.
That is unbelievable.
As we talked more, we talked about the idea of a premium insemination service, which is what this is.
Well, so she'd stick with her boyfriend, but just have someone else father the baby?
Well, yeah, that's an option, certainly. I mean, the thing is...
So you would then say to your partner, I'm so sorry, you're not good enough to father my child, but don't stick around.
Well, it's not necessarily a question of fathering, and I have to admit that that is probably a more unlikely situation. I would imagine that, as is often the case with women who agree to who want to go down the route of artificial insemination, they're often single mothers.
So you say that this is no different from any other sperm bank, but what's different is that it offers this profile of success. So
That's
what
right,
you do
yes.
is you come to the sperm bank, and then you have like a flip book of footballers or
So each profile contains, as well as the kind of standard, if you will, profile of physical attributes. Also,
you don't know the name of the person.
No, you don't. Their anonymity is protected.
So what do you? So as Holly says, you'd flick to actors in the book.
So you have a profile which states some of their successes. Now these the profiles are worked out in conjunction with the donor to protect their to give as much information while still protecting their anonymity.
OK, but how are you going to get people to sign up to this? Because to donate to this? Because I don't understand.
I think you'd be really surprised. I mean, I think if we can get away from the issue of it being a celebrity thing.
No, because that's precisely what it is. That's the fundamental basis of what it is. There are many sperm donors and sperm clinics, but this one is Fame Daddy is what it's called. It's sold on this subject, so you can't get away from that.
No, certainly. I know. I take your point, but all I will say is that I concede that the sort of Fame Daddy celebrity hook,
yes,
but perhaps is more of a commercially advantageous one.
Oh, so this is just a trick?
No, it's not. No, it's not a trick, because what we are selling is the sperm of donors who are successful, who are successful,
right,
who have risen to the top of their fields.
OK. I guess this depends on how you judge success. It's very woolly, isn't it? But like when you just said it's a commercial venture, actually, what's quite worrying about this is that if somebody comes along and buys into this idea and they decide, you know, there's nothing new in trying to find, like, genetics that you want to find the best of, that's kind of natural, actually.
Well, absolutely.
But,
I'm glad you say, Holly.
This is the most unnatural version of that I've ever heard of in my life. But hang on one sec. I've just thrown my train of thought now.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
No, I know what it was. I know what it was. You can't prove that that person is successful because in 18 years' time, legally you're allowed to find out who the father would be because they'll be able to get details.
Yes.
Now, in 18 years' time, you would have made your money and be laughing all the way to the bank when somebody goes, "Oh, who's that?"
Oh, look, it's the cast of Big Brother.
Well, listen, all of our donors are well aware of that item of law, and they accept that.
So you would know in 18 years' time, because the law is, under FFA guidelines, at 18 years old, child is entitled to request identifying information about their father, including the donor's full name, date of birth and last known address. So you're not going to get very high calibre celebrities, businessmen, sportsmen here if in 18 years' time someone's going to come knocking on their door asking for Christmas presents.
I think you'll be surprised. And can I just say, first of all, yes, they are entitled to learn the identity, but our donors are not financially responsible for in any way, in the same way that a normal insemination service is.
So what happens if celebrities, let's take celebrities, they're a tricky old bunch, because what you see is not necessarily what you get. Many people on the telly do have a tendency to surprise us in future years with things that we find out about them that perhaps we didn't know.
Certainly,
so if you find out in 18 years' time that your father is, it's Jimmy Savile, or it's Justin Lee Collins, or it's any one of those people who you might be surprised to find out is your father.
Well, I don't really see how that's any different from any other donor who could turn out to be...
The difference is that you've sold it on the basis of it being celebrity sperm.
Well, yes, but we're looking at what might be the genetic key to their success. So if we take footballers, and we maybe accept the idea that.
But is this a footballer? Is this? I don't want to interrupt, because I know that people get cross that I'm not letting you speak. But there's a lot to get in. That with footballers, the thing is that you say, right, OK, I'm going to buy the sperm of a footballer. So is this the sperm of someone from Liverpool, or is this and I've got to be very careful here, because no matter what I say, I'm going to upset somebody, but a lesser-known team,
Premiership or local club.
Well, exactly. But this is all at the discretion of our clients. I mean, I think you'll agree that.
No, it's at your discretion.
No, because they get to choose by reading our profiles. I mean, I think you'll agree
and
that.
The profile will say if it's Premiership or not.
Yes.
Wow. Wait.
Well,
right.
I can't wait